Sa programang ito, tiyak ang pagkatuto. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo, Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo, Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Hello Del Pilarian, what's up? We are here again for a new episode of Teleradyo Marcelo, ang telearalan ng bawat Maluleño, FBS edition. First, we would like to thank all of you for a very warm support on our previous episode about welcoming and greeting the guests. Yes sir, very overwhelming at sobrang daming nanood at sumuporta sa ating previous episode at sobrang init ng pagtanggap nila, kaya naman maraming salamat po. And just like our previous episode, we will make our discussion today very light and a bit funny para hindi kayo mabore. Natututo na, na-entertain pa. But still, informative and comprehensive pa rin ang discussion. I am Sir Danilo, your teacher broadcaster for today. And I am Dino, your receptionist / waiter for today. Always at your service. And I am Dan, your guest host for today. You heard it right, Del Pilarian. Hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, kundi tatlo kaming magtutulong-tulong para bigyan kayo ng kaalaman at i-develop ang skills ninyo. Kaya naman, sit back, relax, and interact, Del Pilarian. Comment your name, grade and section, and don't hesitate to comment your answers in our comment section down below. Shout out to my team FBS 10-5, 10-6, 10-7, 10-8, and 10-10. At syempre sa mga previous FBS student ko na todo support pa rin hanggang ngayon. And of course, we would like to acknowledge our very supportive principal, Dr. Maria Victoria C. Vivo, my TLE family headed by Ma'am Virginia C. de Guzman, Sir Freudan Pangilinan, our assistant department head, and of course, my fellow TLE teachers. So paano? Simulan na natin to in 3, 2, and 1.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
You know the drill, Del Pilarian. In every lesson, there are lessons objective. So before anything else, let me present to you our lessons objective for today. Number 1. Seat guests according to the number of party or persons. Number 2. Unfold napkin for the guest when applicable. Number 3. Serve water according to the standards of food service establishment. Number 4. Present menu to the guest according to the establishment's standard practice. And number 5. Serve complimentary bread to the guest according to the standard operating procedure.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
It's review time! Do you still remember our lesson in our previous episode? Well, it's time to test your memory. Ready your keyboard or keypad and comment your answers in our comment section down below. But before we start, the question is, Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Leveling from Miss Chris Aquino to Sir Edo Manzano, then Robby Domingo. At ngayon, ang pinakabagong host ng Game Ka Na Ba, walang iba, kundi ako. So paano ba yan, Del Pilarian? Energy energy sa pagsagot. Alright, I will give you 5 questions. Per question, you have 4 choices. All you have to do is to choose the letter of the best answer. So, Del Pilarian, let's start. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Question number 1. You are the assigned receptionist in the restaurant. A guest is coming as the first guest. What will you do first? Letter A. Lead the guest to the table. Letter B. Ask the guest if they prefer smoking or non-smoking area. Letter C. Check the reservation and call a waiter. Or letter D. Open the door and greet him with a smile. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Alright, the answer for question number 1 is letter B. Open the door and greet him with a smile. Question number 2. Which of the following should be done if the guest said that he has a reservation? Letter A. Ask the guest host about the expected number of guests in the party. Letter B. Ask the guest if he wants to guest at the lounge area first. Letter C. Confirm the reservation in the reservation logbook. Or letter D. Serve the guest a complimentary drink. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Alright, the answer for question number 2 is letter C. Confirm the reservation in the reservation logbook. Question number 3. Who welcomes and greet the guest? Letter A. Busboy. Letter B. Bartender. Letter C. Cashier. Or letter D. Receptionist. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? The answer in question number 3 is letter D. Receptionist. Question number 4. If the restaurant doesn't have a receptionist, who will welcome the guest first? Letter A. Chef. Letter B. Waiter. Letter C. Busboy. Or letter D. Cashier. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? The answer in question number 4 is letter B. Waiter. Question number 5. What will you do if all seats are occupied at the moment the guests arrive without reservation? Letter A. Tell the guest the waiting time honestly and offer the lounge area. Letter B. Take the order in advance to save time. Letter C. Entertain them by talking to them all throughout the waiting time. Or letter D. Call the FBS manager to handle the situation. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Alright, the answer in question number 5 is tell the guest the waiting time honestly and offer the lounge area. Alright, jackpot round. Akalain nyo yun, may jackpot round pa. Akala nyo namang may premyo. O sige, 5 points sa makakakuha ng tamang sagot. All you have to do is to arrange. Again, is to arrange the steps of welcoming and greeting the guest. Number 1, checking reservation. Number 2, greet guests with an appropriate welcome. Number 3, asking guests about their preferred table. And number 4, acknowledge the guests as soon as they arrive at the restaurant. So kung magiging answer nyo dito is pwedeng 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, etc. You have 10 seconds and your timer starts now. Del Pilarian, Game ka na ba? So, eto na nga ang answer natin sa jackpot round. The correct sequence is 4, 2, 1, and 3. Yung una, yung number 4. Acknowledge the guest as soon as they arrive at the restaurant. Sumunod yung number 2. Greet the guest with an appropriate welcome. Sumunod yung number 1. Yung checking the reservation. At yung pinakahuli, yung number 3, asking the guest their preferred table.
Teleradio Marcelo.
Did you get a perfect score? If yes, well, congratulations. If not, well, that's okay. You can review and rewatch this video. Better luck next time! Na-enjoy nyo ba ang tanungan kanina? By the way class, mamaya magbabalik ang Del Pilarian Game ka na ba with our guest host Dan para sa assessment part ng episode na ito. Mas madaming pasabog na dapat abangan. Kaya naman, siguraduhin tapusin ang episode na to hanggang dulo.
Teleradio Marcelo.
I know that you are all excited about our new lesson for today. Clue, definitely this is the continuation of our topic last episode. No idea pa din? Once again, I will spice up your curiosity. Can you guess our new topic with this video? Let's all watch this.
Ano ba yan? Ito naman ang maupuan? At punong-puno naman ang McDolity ngayon. Ano bang meron? Saan kaya ako makakahanap ng upuan? Ay,
A few moments later.
ayun! Ay, sa wakas, makakaupo na rin. Ay, salamat, makakain na rin. Ginutom ako?
Isang araw naghihanda, naglaro ang tadhana. Nang ika'y makita, mata natin ay nagtugma. Puso kong may kulang, napuno na lang bigla. Bakit kaya pag-ibig na kaya? Ikaw nga ba si Mr. Right? Ikaw nga ba love of my life? Ikaw nga ba ang icing sa ibabaw ng cupcake ko? Ikaw nga ba si Mr. Right? Ikaw nga ba love of my life? Ikaw nga ba magbabalik ngiti sa aking mga mata? Si Mr. Right ka ba? Mr. Right na ba? Mr. Right ka ba?
Hi! Kayo na ka pa?
Oh my God! Mukhang siniswerte yata ako ngayon.
Mag-isa ka lang ba? Okay lang ba sa'yo? Nandito muna ako.
Sure!
Okay, thank you.
Hi! Buti na lang hindi sumama si B. Kung nagkataon, baka naagawan pa ako. Oh, Han, kamusta? Nakakita ka na ba ng maupuan natin?
Oo, Han, ito. Matatapos na siya. Kanina pa daw siya. Di ba?
Hala! Kakaupo ko pa lang eh. Ah, okay.
Nag-stay na nga ako para hintayin na matapos siya eh.
Sige, order ka na. Ako na maghihintay sa kanyang matapos. Para makakain na tayo. Thank you.
O sige yan, order na ako. Ikaw na maghintay dito. Alright, love you.
Love you.
Thanks ah.
Hay nako. Love life na, naging bato pa.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Nakarelate ba? Well, that scenario will give you an idea about our lesson for today. By the way, hindi yung pagiging hopya ah. Kidding aside, do you experience that scenario when a new customer go to your table and literally wait for the table you are using even if you're not yet finished eating your food? That scenario usually happen in fast food dining area during peak hours. Alright, our topic for today is about the basic skills or steps in escorting and seating the guests in a restaurant, which will make you realize the big difference between fast food chain and fine dining restaurant.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
You already know how to welcome and greet the guest. So at this moment, let me discuss to you the basic skills or steps in escorting and seating the guests.
Makinig, manood na sa teleradyo.
Number 1. Escorting the guest. From the reception area, the receptionist will lead the guests to their table. Once the table is available, accompany them immediately to the table with hand outreach to the direction you are heading to and palm open. You may say, "This way sir" or "This way ma'am." Okay class, at this moment, we have to be considerate in escorting and leading guests to their table, especially if our guest is elderly or handicapped guest. May mga pagkakataon na matatapatan natin na yung mga guests natin ay medyo hirap sa paglakad. So, kinakailangan na makapag-adjust tayo doon at maging considerate tayo sa sitwasyon na yon. Do not walk too fast or too little sa pag-lead sa kanila. And it is advisable to walk behind them kapag dadali natin sila sa table nila. And it is stated here that in escorting the guests or leading the guests to the table, we have to outreach our hand with palm open. Huwag paganto kapag magtuturo tayo ng direction. Alright? Number 2, seating the guest. As a receptionist, you have some consideration to follow when assigning table to our guests. And this will make them appreciate and enjoy their dining experience in the restaurant. So ano-ano nga ba yung mga consideration na kinakailangan nating tignan sa pag-a-assign ng table sa ating mga guests? Pwedeng yung smoking or non-smoking area na na-discuss nga natin ng welcoming of guests. Of course, may mga guests tayo na gusto sa smoking area dahil naninigarilyo sila. Okay? Yung iba naman sa non-smoking area dahil hindi sila comfortable o hindi sila naninigarilyo. So, number 1 consideration yon. Next, ano pa yung na-discuss natin sa welcoming of guests? Di ba, tinatanong din natin yung number of person in the party na a-attend sa party or sa pag-dine-in nila. So, kinakailangan din natin i-consideration yung number of seats kapag dadali natin sila sa mga table nila or ipipili natin sila ng table nila. Another consideration is kung may kasamang bata yung group of guests natin. Mas okay kung mailagay natin sila sa corner side para at least hindi masyadong kahit maglikot yung bata, hindi siya makakaabala sa ibang guests natin. And don't forget high chair or booster seat para sa infant or maliliit na bata na kasama ng mga guests natin. Pwede yung mga couple guests natin, nasa tahimik at best view yung pwesto nila. Yung mga guests natin na may large party o kumbaga parang ginagawa nga nilang meeting place or party place yung restaurant. So mas maganda na madala natin sa private room para hindi sila makaistorbo sa ibang guests natin. Okay? Kanina nabanggit natin na if ever na may experience natin na meron tayong guest na medyo matanda na, nahirap sa paglakad, or handicapped guest, or medyo may with disability, so mas maganda na mailagay natin sila sa table na malapit sa station natin para at least if ever may kailangan sila, madali natin silang maya-assist. When it comes to the number of persons na a-attend, wag nating gagawin na dadalhin natin yung guest natin sa table na mas madami dun sa bilang nila. For example, yung guest natin ay couple, wag natin silang dadalhin sa table na pang-apatan. Though po pwede naman sila maupo doon kung hinihingi ng pagkakataon or sabihin natin wala ng ibang pagdadalan sa kanila or paglalagyan sa kanila, po pwede naman. Pero kung meron naman na tama sa bilang nila, mas mainam na doon natin sila madala sa table na yon. So, eto na nga, na-escort na nga natin yung guest natin at nadala na natin sila sa table na napili natin para sa kanila. Once na yung guest natin ay nasa table na napili natin para sa kanila, itatanong natin palagi sa kanila, may reservation man sila or wala, kung okay ba sa kanila yung napili nating table para sa kanila. We can ask to our guest, is this table alright for you, ma'am? Is this table alright for you, sir? Kasi baka mamaya, yung pinagdala naman nating table sa kanila, eh hindi naman nila gusto yon. So kinakailangan tanongin natin kung okay ba sa kanila yon. If in case our guest requests for a specific table, try to accommodate them. If not possible na mabigay yung table na yun para sa kanila, apologize to them. Once na umokay na sila, ipagpupul natin or i-assist natin sila sa pag-upo. Una nating i-consider sa assistance or sa pag-assist ng pag-upo sa mga guests, yung ladies, followed by gentleman, and then the host. Po pwede rin naman na sila gumawa nun, pero syempre, mas maganda pa rin bilang receptionist, bilang food service staff na i-offer natin yung assistance natin sa pag-upo nila. Again, pag sinabi nating host, ito yung pinaka-point person ng group of guests natin. How about kung ang example naman or ang scenario naman natin ay may kasamang bata yung guest natin? Okay? Yung mga guests natin. So, una nating i-assist syempre yung mga bata, followed by ladies, then gentleman, and then the host. Another scenario, paano naman kung may kasamang elderly yung mga guests natin? So, ganun pa rin, mauuna pa rin yung bata, sunod yung elderly, sunod yung ladies, gentleman, and then host. Pero again, yun yung ideal na pagkakasunod-sunod kapag mag-a-assist tayo sa mga guests natin. Pero again, depende pa rin sa hinihingi ng pagkakataon. Again, lilinawin ko, depende sa hinihingi ng pagkakataon. Kung halimbawa yung elderly natin ang mas nangangailangan ng tulong sa pagkakataon na yun dahil sobrang tanda na niya or hirap siya sa pag-upo, maaaring siya yung unahin natin bago yung children. Pero kung wala namang ibang consideration tayong dapat na tignan or hinihingi yung pagkakataon, as is tayo. Una yung children, followed by elderly, and then ladies, and then gentlemen. And lastly, the host. Kapag nakaupo na lahat ng guests natin, the receptionist will endorse the guest to the captain waiter or waiter. The receptionist or hostess will leave the table once the waiter approaches the guest table. So if in case the waiter is not available at the moment, the receptionist may say, the waiter will be with you shortly. So at this moment, mapapansin natin yung transition ng trabaho ng mga FBS personnel. So si receptionist, ini-endorse na niya or ipinapasa na niya yung trabaho sa waiter na naka-assign dun sa restaurant or dun sa table na yon. Then si receptionist, babalik na siya sa station niya, which is the entrance area or the reception area. And then, si waiter na ang magpapatuloy nung service na kinakailangang ibigay dun sa guest natin. Number 3, unfolding of the napkin. When the guests are already seated, the waiter will unfold the napkin and gently places them on each guest's lap if they let you. Again, if they let you. Because may mga pagkakataon na yung guest na mismo ang gumagawa nito para sa kanila. For example, awkward yung moment, tayong waiter ay mga lalaki, and then ang guest natin ay babae at hindi sila comfortable na gawin natin to para sa kanila. So, may mga pagkakataon na sila na mismo ang gumagawa nito. Pero kung pumayag naman sila, dahil tatanungin naman natin muna sila, tayo ang gagawa nun kapag pumayag sila. So for example, pumayag na yung guest natin na magpa-unfold ng napkin sa atin. So, paano ang gagawin natin? So dito nakalagay, if the guest allow you, from the right hand side of the guest, remove the napkin that has been provided as part of the setting. So kung matatandaan nyo, nung nag-table setting tayo, ang naka-preset natin sa table ay water goblet, centerpiece, and ideally, pati yung cloth napkin naka-preset na sa table bago dumating yung guest natin or bago natin paupuin yung guest natin sa table. So, kukunin lang natin yung cloth napkin na yon sa nakaset sa table and then i-unfold natin. Sa pag-unfold ng napkin, unfold napkin into triangular shape and drape it into guest lap without touching any body parts of the guest. So, paano yon? So, for example, ito yung cloth napkin natin. So, normally, naka-napkin fold yung cloth napkin natin sa table setting natin or sa table. Kung mapapansin nyo, hinawakan ko lang siya sa isang corner nung cloth. Hindi natin siya paghahawakan kung saan-saan for sanitary purposes. Kung mapapansin nyo, diba, dun sa pagtuturo ko sa inyo sa napkin folding tsaka sa table setting, lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo na less touch tayo sa mga gamit na ginagamit natin sa FBS. Kahit sa pag-fold natin ng cloth napkin natin. So, dito lang natin siya hawakan. Again, for sanitary purposes. Again, class, itong tinuturo ko sa inyo ngayong steps or sabihin nating standards ay steps na ginagamit kapag or nung time na hindi pa pandemic. So, how much more? How much more yung sanitary, sanitary practices nila. So, mas matindi pa. So, kinakailangan talaga na sa FBS, lagi natin kino-consider yung sanitation ng mga gamit natin. So, again, dito lang natin siya hawakan. Okay? Tapos, gagawin natin siyang in triangular shape. Ayan, para lang makita nyo, naka-triangular shape siya. Okay? So, dito natin siya hawakan. And then, i-drape lang natin sa guest natin pag ganito. Okay, pero pagka i-ano natin sa guest natin, ilalagay natin, kinakailangan nakaharap tayo. Make sure lang na hindi natin ma-touch yung any body parts ng guest natin. Okay? So, kinakailangan pa din yun as part ng good service natin. Okay? Kinakailangan na paharap tayo kapag maglalagay ng cloth napkin sa guest natin. Pero kinakailangan ilayo natin yung mukha natin sa guest natin. Ano ang pwede nating sabihin kapag mag-unfold na tayo or magpapaalam tayo sa pag-unfold ng napkin? Pwede nating sabihin, "Excuse me ma'am, excuse me sir, may I unfold that table napkin for you?" Ganun kasimple. Number 4, serving of water. In serving of water, the waiter must be at the right-hand side of the guest. So, may rule tayo sa food service na kapag nasa right side tayo ng guest, right hand ang ipangkikilos natin. Kapag naman nasa left side tayo ng guest, left hand ang ipangkikilos natin. So kung matatandaan nyo kanina sa unfolding of napkin, ang nakalagay doon or ang sabi doon, sa right hand side tayo mag-unfold ng napkin. So therefore, right hand ang ipangkukuha nyo ng cloth napkin, which is yung ginawa nga natin or ipinakita ko nga kanina. So ngayon, sa pagkakataon na to, sa serving of water, ang nasa rule din natin, sa right hand side din tayo magsaserve ng water. So madali naman nating tandaan or kapag magsaserve naman tayo ng water, madali nating maaalala kung saang side tayo magsaserve kasi naka-preset naman sa table yung water goblet. Matatandaan nyo, sinabi ko kanina, yung mga naka-preset or naka-miss and plus sa table. Again, ito uli siya. Alright? So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung water goblet ay naka-preset na sa table. So, dito, kung mapapansin nyo, yung water goblet natin is nasa right side ng cover or nasa right hand ng guest natin. So, dun lang tayo pupwesto sa right hand or sa right side ng guest natin. And then, ang nasa rule din natin na kapag nasa right side tayo ng guest, right hand ang ipangkikilos natin. So, therefore, yung right hand ang ipanlalagay ko ng tubig. Kung right hand ang ipanglalagay ko ng tubig, therefore, right hand ang may hawak ng pitcher. Ayan. So, dito, mapapansin nyo na right hand ko yung may hawak ng pitcher. And then, sa left hand ko naman, or sa left arm ko naman, dito ko naman ilalagay yung serviette o yung tinatawag natin na cloth napkin or table napkin. Ayan. So, para saan naman to? Kasi, sa food service, ina-assume natin na malamig yung tubig na ilalagay natin. So, may mga moist to para hindi tumapon or hindi mapatakan yung gas natin. Wina-wipe muna natin yung pitcher para hindi matuluan yung gas natin. So, ang gagawin lang natin kapag iwa-wipe, ayan. Tapos, ang ipanlalagay natin ay right hand, sa right side ng gas natin. So, sa paglalagay ng tubig, so nakalagay dito, pour water in the water goblet, 3/4 full. 3/4 lang, hanggang 3/4 lang, hindi natin sasagadin ng punong-puno yung water goblet. Basahin natin yung sample line na pwede nating sabihin kapag magsiserve tayo ng water sa guest natin. Hello sir, hello ma'am, I am Dino and I will be your waiter for today. Here's your water. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to make your dining experience more pleasurable. Kung makapansin nyo, sa pagkakataon na to, nagpakilala na yung waiter natin. So, this is the best time para magpakilala yung waiter natin sa guest natin. Next step is, number 5, the presenting of the menu card. After serving the water, the waiter will excuse himself to get the menu card. In presenting the menu card, the waiter should be on the right hand side of the guest. If your menu card is a booklet type, it should be opened and present it in right side up position. So, ano ang pwede nating sabihin upon presenting the menu card? So, ito yung sample line na pwede nating sabihin. Excuse me ma'am or sir, may I present to you now our menu card? Please take time to read and I'll be back the moment you are ready to place your order. Okay, so I have here some sample of menu card na gawa ng mga estudyante ko nung mga nakakaraang school year. So, this is laminated menu card gawa ng mga FBS student ko last year. Ayan. So, ang sabi dito, kung magpe-present ka daw ng menu card, so for example, isang page lang yung menu card mo. Ayan, may pangalan ng restaurant, and then, ayan, sa pagpe-present ng menu card, nakapaganto yung, ano natin, yung pagpe-present natin. Okay, nakabukas na. So, dito wala namang bukasan, so ito na kagad ang ipopront natin sa guest natin. For example naman daw, booklet type. Ito, gawa ng estudyante ko dati. Ayan, kung makapansin nyo, ito yung harap niya. Ayan. Sa pagpe-present, kailangan nakabukas na siya. Parang ganito. Ayan. Sasabihin mo yung line mo, tapos, sa right side hand ng guest natin, nakabukas na siya. Isa pa sa gawa ng estudyante ko, pa-booklet type din. For example, ito yung harap niya. So, kapag magpe-present tayo ng menu card sa right hand side of the guest, ayan, nakabukas. Tas ganito yung pagpe-present. Tapos sasabihin lang natin yung line na sinabi natin kanina. So at this moment, we can assume that yung guest natin will take time to read the menu card first. So ang mangyayari, iiwanan muna natin siya para makapag-isip-isip ng orderin nila, and then babalikan na lang natin siya the moment they are ready to place their order. We are on the last part or step in seating the guest, which is the serving of bread or serving the complimentary bread. After presenting the menu, you may suggest or ask the guest if they want to have their bread or complimentary bread. After hearing the guest's response, excuse yourself and tell the guest that you will be back with the bread. When serving the bread, present the bread to the guest and serve it at the left side of the guest. Do not cross over to the guest. So kung mapapansin nyo sa part na to, ito lang yung isang step na naiba dun sa mga nauna. Paanong naiba? So kung matatandaan nyo kanina sa pag-unfold ng napkin, dahil nasa right side tayo, right hand ang ipinang-unfold ko. Sa pagsaserve ng water, dahil nasa right side tayo, right-handed ang may hawak ng pitcher na ipinanlagay ko sa water goblet ng tubig. Sa pagpe-present din ng menu, nasa right side din tayo. But this time, sa pagpe-present ng complimentary bread, nasa left side naman tayo ngayon. Okay? So, ano ang rule natin? Sa pagpe-present ng bread, dahil nasa left side tayo, left hand ang ipanglalagay natin ng bread. So ano-ano ba yung mga dapat nating gawin kapag magpe-present tayo ng bread? Okay, sa pagpe-present ng bread, ano ang kailangan nating i-prepare? So we have the bread basket. So mas maganda kung meron tayong cloth napkin na pinaglalagay ng bread. So this is optional. And then we have our bread plate and butter spreader. So sa pagpe-present ng bread, so kinakailangan nating hawakan siya sa right hand. Dahil sabi ko nga kanina, itong left hand ko ang ipanlalagay ko mamaya ng bread using tong. Okay? Sa paglalagay ng bread, 2 pieces or 3 pieces is enough. After nun, tatanungin natin si guest natin if they want na ipaiwan itong bread basket dun sa table nila. Okay? This is optional. So, dalawa yung response na pwede nating matanggap. It's either yes or no. Kapag ka no, pag-exit natin, dadalhin natin yung bread basket pa-exit. Kapag ka yes, gusto nilang ipaiwan yung bread basket sa table nila, iiwanan lang natin to sa left side ng cover or sa left side ng guest natin. Kuha?
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Class, kamusta? Is everything clear? If you are still confused, well, no problemo. Waiter Dino and our guest host Dan got you. Once again, here is our poging waiter, Waiter Dino, to demonstrate to you the basic skills or steps in escorting and seating the guest, with the special participation of our guest host Dan as guest. Let's all watch this. Alright sir, we have prepared a very nice table for you. This way please. Thank you. Is this table alright for you, sir? Yes, it's alright. Have a seat, sir. Alright, sir. The waiter will be with you shortly. May I unfold the napkin for you, sir? Okay, sure. May I leave you for a while, sir? Hello, sir. I am Dino and I will be your food server for today. Here's your water. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to make your dining experience more pleasurable. May I leave you for a while, sir? Sir, allow me to present to you our menu card for your food selection. Please take time to read the menu and I'll be back to take your order whenever you are ready. Sir, would you like to have your complimentary bread while waiting? Okay. Alright, sir. I'll be back with your bread. Excuse me, sir. Here's your bread. Sir, would you like me to leave the basket of bread at your table? Yes. Alright sir, please call me whenever you are ready to order. Excuse me for a while. Okay, thank you.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
To sum it up, the manner on how customers or guests are seated should contribute in making favorable impression. Courtesy and care should always be present. Different seating plans should be made for different types and number of guests.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Hello Del Pilarian, what's up? It's me again, your guest host Dan, for the assessment part of Del Pilarian. Game ka na ba? You know what guys, very exciting at level up ang part na ito dahil meron na tayong mga backup dancers. What? Kaya naman, hoping for your level up energy sa pag-comment ng mga sagot sa ating comment section. Just like the mechanic in our review part, I will give you some questions and you have 4 choices. All you have to do is to give the best answer from the given choices. So, excited na ba? Simulan natin yan. So, Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Question number 1. Which of the following is the best way in leading the guest? Letter A. Walk behind them. Letter B. Walk beside them. Letter C. Walk before them. Or letter D. Walk outside them. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? And the correct answer for question number 1 is letter A, walk behind them. Question number 2. The guest couple usually prefer to sit in a blank with a good view. Letter A, quiet corner. Letter B, small corner. Letter C, big corner. Or letter D, noisy corner. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? And the correct answer for question number 2 is letter A, quiet corner. Question number 3. Why is it loud and noisy parties may be placed in a private room or towards at the back of the dining area? Letter A, to avoid disturbing other guests. Letter B, that is the right place for them. Letter C, to have their own privacy. Or letter D, so that they can party as much as they can. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? The answer for question number 3 is letter A, to avoid disturbing other guests. Question number 4. If you have 4 customers or guests and one of them is a senior citizen who is physically weak, where should she or he be seated in the restaurant? Letter A, in the corner or side of the wall. Letter B, close to the hostess station. Letter C, against the wall. Or letter D, near the door. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? And the answer for question number 4 is letter B, close to the hostess station. Question number 5. Which of the following is an incorrect statement, again, incorrect statement about pouring of water in food service? Letter A, fill water goblet about 3/4 full. Letter B, pour water at the right side of the guest. Letter C, hold the pitcher using left hand. Or letter D, Survey should be at the left arm or left hand of the waiter. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? The answer for question number 5 is letter C. Hold the water pitcher using left hand. Question number 6. When is the best time to offer complimentary bread to the guest? Letter A. Before the unfolding of napkin. Letter B. After seating of all guests. Letter C. Before pouring water into the water goblet. Or letter D, after presenting the menu card. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? The answer for question number 6 is letter D, after presenting the menu card. Question number 7. What will you do after escorting and seating the guests at their table? Letter A. Unfold the napkin and place them on each guest's lap. Letter B. Present menu card with a pleasant smile. Letter C. Take order cautiously. Or letter D. Make suggestive selling. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Alright, the answer for question number 7 is unfold the napkin and place them gently on each guest's lap. Question number 8. Which of the following is the correct way of presenting the menu card to the guest? Letter A. Present the menu card at the guest's left side. Letter B. Present the menu card at the guest's right side. Letter C. Present the menu card in front of the guest. Or letter D. Present the menu at the back of the guest. 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? Alright, the answer for question number 8 is letter B. Present the menu card at the guest's right side. Del Pilarian, kamusta? Nakaka 8 points na ba? We are now in question number 9. And in this question, sobrang dami kong kinabisadong steps at medyo dumami yung labahin ko sa sobrang dami ng character. Kaya naman, sana makuha nyo ang tamang sagot. So the question number 9 is, in seating the guest, who among the following guests should be assisted first? Ang mga option, let's all watch this.
Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung napihag. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, sayaw, sayaw, choy! Ilang patisoy, ang mga tisoy. Pura pugidongoy, galangoy-langoy. Sayaw takok-takok, pura gadakok-takok. Dalag sa mangita, og samok-samok.
I'm tryna crit neck on her big neck. My nigga selling crit neck for the sit neck. And I got a big neck for the chit chat. Drop out. Drop it on my car.
Recline, so I had to let back the seat. Pull out and she suck it, I nut all over her meat.
Pas hay que empezar, le con so skiddy, 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 skiddy.
Got
pa-talent portion pa yung mga guests. So again, here are the choices in question number 9. In seating the guests, who among the following guests should be assisted first? Letter A, gentleman. Letter B, elderly. Letter C, guest host. Letter D, lady. Or letter E, child. You have 5 seconds. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? And the answer in question number 9 is letter E, child. Alright, Del Pilarian, finally, we are now in our last question. All you have to do in this question is to arrange the following steps according to the proper sequence of escorting and seating the guest. So, kamukha nung ginawa natin kanina, i-arrange nyo lang yung ipapakita namin steps para mabuo yung tamang sequence ng pag-escort at pag-seat sa guest natin. So, ang magiging answer nyo dito ay pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga number nila. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, etc. Nagpakitang gilas lang ang ating mga guests sa question number 9. Papatalo ba ang pambato natin? Papatalo ba ang waiter natin? So it's time to shine para sa ating waiter Dino para ipakita ang mga steps. Let's all watch this.
Si lo pillo por la calle dice, si lo pillo por la disco dice, si lo pillo por el área dice, si lo...
Pag naririnig mo to, nasa kabilang banda kami nang hinahanap mo. Pamparam pam pam, pamparam param pam, sumabay lang sa bayo, sarap sa pakiramdam. Pamparam pam pam, pamparam param pam, nagawa namin ito habang bilog din ang buwan.
Grabe naman yon, performance level. So to give you a recap, here is the question and the steps in question number 10. Arrange the following steps according to the proper sequence of escorting and seating the guest. Number 1, unfolding of the napkin. Number 2, serving of bread. Number 3, escorting the guest. Number 4, serving of water. Number 5, seating the guest. And number 6, presenting the menu card. Again, ang gagawin nyo dito ay i-arrange. Ang mga steps, hindi kayo pipili. Okay? Hindi kayo pipili from 1 to 6. Ang gagawin nyo, i-arrange nyo yung 1 to 6 na yan, depende kung sino dapat mauna hanggang sa huli. Malinaw? Alright, you have 10 seconds and your timer starts now. Del Pilarian, game ka na ba? And the correct sequence in question number 10 is 3, 5, 1, 4, 6, 2. Mauuna yung number 3, escorting the guest. followed by number 5, seating the guest. Next is number 1, unfolding the napkin. Next is number 4, serving of water. Next is number 6, presenting the menu card. And lastly, number 2, serving of bread.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Oh class, kamusta? Did you get a perfect score? If yes, isang bagsak naman ng palakpakan dyan. If not, well, that's still okay. Madadaan sa review yan. Virtual appear naman tayo dyan.
Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.
Oops! It's time to say goodbye na pala. Yes, we are in the last part of this episode, but our Team FBS and fellow Del Pilarian are still with us with high energy. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Before we end this session, we would like to invite all of you to like and subscribe the official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School. Keep updated, Del Pilarian. You may subscribe and follow me on my YouTube channel, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Once again, thank you very much to our very supportive principal, Dr. Maria Victoria C. Vivo, the Teleradyo Marcelo team, my TLE family headed by Ma'am Virginia C. De Guzman, and Sir Freudan Pangilinan, our assistant department head. Palalampasin ko ba ang pagkakataon na to? Shout out to my baby boy, Kyle Roque. Once again, I am Sir Danilo, your teacher broadcaster for today. And I am Dino, your receptionist / waiter for today. Always at your service. And I am Dan, your guest host for today, saying education makes you sufficient, skills make you efficient. Until the next episode of Teleradyo Marcelo FBS Edition, class dismissed.
Makinig, manood, nasa teleradyo. Makinig, manood, nasa teleradyo. Teleradyo, Teleradyo Marcelo.